Hi. Um, Today is September 6th, 2025, about a month since I got broken up with. About 3 months since I walked away from a friendship that I thought would last a lifetime. And 13 years since I lost myself. Safe to say, after a lot of losses, that I finally found my way back to myself. And don't get me wrong, I did gain a lot of friendships also, and connections, and obviously learnings, realizations, but yeah. Back in 2021, I was diagnosed with depression. I was prescribed pills, medications to control it, but I really, I really didn't want to go through it because a very close family member of mine, I've seen the effects of the medications. Yes, it calms you down, but you then become dependent, and quitting is also very difficult. So I wanted to raw dog it, basically. Um, but yeah, the topic today is about the relationship that ended and the learnings. Not really the relationship that ended, but how I've been doing since then. What I've learned during that 1 month. During, yeah, during that 1 month. How it's been. How I'm doing. Safe to say, I'm doing pretty well right now. Not physically. I haven't been sleeping well. Academically, I'm not failing. I have relatively good grades, but also struggling still because fourth year preclinical dentistry or clinic, yeah, I don't know. Fourth year dentistry is heavy. Fourth year first semester. Year four, first semester. It's very heavy. But yeah, I'm faring well. Faring well in a way that I don't spiral anymore. I'm able to regulate myself more, and I don't need distractions anymore to keep me from spiraling. I'm able to hold space for myself and my emotions now. I'm able to feel what I need to feel without having to act on it or react to it or even to dwell on it to the point that not only does it affect me, but it also affects the people around me. That's something I'm really proud of. And in relation to the previous YouTube video that I uploaded before this one about me talking about my insecurities and how I projected it, um, I realized that it's not that I haven't healed them, it's that I forgot how, what healing I've done, how I've healed because of my fear of losing that person. The relationship I had, even though it was short lived, not really that short, but lasted a few months, so not really short-lived. Okay, it's not short-lived, but still, the relationship that I had with this person really taught me a lot. We were both genuine to each other. That I'm 100% sure we both had genuine intentions. We both really liked each other. And we both really wanted to build a future with each other. But when life has different plans and when you meet someone, you have a relationship for the first time, there are some stuff that you really have to learn in that relationship. And it's only a matter of time before it affects the quality of your relationship, basically. If you're unable to work through that or even realize it in the relationship. Because when a relationship is started, right, and starts deepening, your feelings for each other start deepening, and then you start progressing, you eventually get out of the honeymoon phase and you eventually remove this illusion of the person that you have, or initial image of the person that you have. And if not that illusion or initial image that you have of the person, since we're constantly changing beings, your partner will eventually change. And if you don't let go of that previous image that you have of them, you're really not going to recognize who you're with a few months down the line. And sometimes it could affect you negatively, or if that change also isn't the kind of change that you're expecting. Maybe the change is that because they're now more comfortable, they now show the parts of themselves that they've been hiding this whole time. And if you're not able to see past that, sometimes it really can affect the relationship and the quality of the relationship, and how you're going to, even it's also especially going to affect how you see this person. But as they say, love is a constant choice. It's not just a feeling. Because if it's just a feeling, then you're dating for convenience. If you only love this person when things are easy, then obviously you're not in a relationship for the right reasons. Or maybe it's stemmed from other unhealed parts of you that you haven't realized. Maybe it's because you've had relationships before that are very traumatic, that now you're expecting love to or not be the same way, even though it's not your intention. When things get hard and you get triggered and you haven't developed the capacity to, or patience to even deal with that, to see past the actions of the person that you're in a relationship with, to give them grace, then really it's also a factor of the longevity or quality of the relationship. So yeah, a lot of that happened. The disillusionment, and life really didn't become easy since then, because life doesn't get easy as we get older. You're gonna get more and more responsibilities, and in my case, in my early 20s, so obviously we were both in our early 20s, so obviously a lot of change and early adulting phase. The stress, the pressure, especially in this time and age, really wasn't helping our case either. So even if we were both really genuinely um wanting to keep the relationship when one of you loses the capacity for that or reaches their limit, then but it just goes to show how human you guys are. That's some of the realizations that I had looking back at our relationship. And it hasn't been easy, honestly, to accept those. Because I used to have this thinking that if you really love someone, you won't give up on them. But it's human to have limits. We're human. We have limits. And yeah, I never blamed them for leaving, for walking away, because we're human. But you also have to remember to hold them accountable. And also to hold yourself accountable. What was the state that you were in when they left you? When you were in during conflict? You have to reflect on that also. And what I realized was, because they had this image of me, it's not their fault, but they had this image of me that I didn't see myself as. And I was trying so hard to prove them wrong, to the point that I forgot who I really was, what I wanted, and then I dwelled on the negative emotions. Sorry. But I dwelled on the negative emotions that I was feeling. I was so convinced by myself that I didn't match the positive qualities that they saw in me, that I started becoming even more and more insecure in a relationship. So basically, I lost myself. My fault, not theirs. My fault. Because even if I did the healing already, because I wasn't consistent, because myself, I let my overthinking, my ego, my subconscious get to me, that I eventually led to my own self-abandonment. Self-destruction, sorry. My neck. And it eventually led to me abandoning myself, which was wrong. It wasn't their fault. It's also not my fault, but it still is my responsibility to heal, and that's what I've been doing. Good thing. The good things that happened after the breakup, though, was I was able to go back to myself. This time to actually heal, not to distract myself. Because to some degree, what I mentioned in the previous YouTube video was right. Like, the part where I thought I've healed some parts of myself, and then eventually finding out that I haven't. I wouldn't say it was the insecurity, because I was still very sure that I knew myself. It's just that I didn't really learn how to not dwell on my emotions, to not entertain the negative thoughts that I had, and to discern which thoughts were real from not. So on a good day, I was sure of who I was, but on the bad days, I'd spiral, and it would get really bad, to the point where I'd really suck and break down and let everything bad happening around me affect me because of that one trigger that I had. And That's the part of myself that I didn't fully heal. The consistency. And the lack of trust in myself. I trusted myself on a good day, but when things went bad, I started doubting myself, and then all went down. All the healing I've done just went down the drain. And that was my mistake. But I'm healing now. After the breakup, I instead of resorting to distractions like alcoholism, um, binge watching, playing games to distract myself, or overworking myself, I started sitting with the feelings, with the emotions, no matter how difficult it really was, that I really felt like drowning. I sat with myself and did the work to soothe myself on my own without looking for friends to talk to, looking for. Although it's good and it's really important to know when to ask for help if you're really drowning. Sometimes, most of the time, you really have to depend on yourself first. When things get heavy, it's okay to ask for help, but you also have to be able to sit with yourself first. Just don't depend on other things, external factors to regulate yourself, because then if your friends aren't there, if the games aren't there, if you don't have time for movies and everything, who's gonna be there for you? And there's no one else who's gonna be there for you but you. So that's what I learned to do. How to sit with myself, feel my emotions, hold space for the wounded parts of myself, and also soothing them on my own. It was really difficult. And I really felt like I was being, like my heart was being squished, crushed into tiny pieces over and over again. And I turned to God in those times. I really felt like giving up. And thanks to His grace, His love, and His guidance, I became more grounded. I found myself and I became more grounded. And now I don't spiral anymore. I'm really proud. After 13 years, I finally know how to transmute my negative thinking into positive thinking without faking it to myself, without gaslighting myself, just really telling myself that it's okay, I'm tired right now, I'm overwhelmed, but it's okay, I don't have to dwell on it, I'll be okay. Just release the emotions, sit with it, and then move on. So what I used to do was, oh, I'm so tired, I'm so overwhelmed, I don't know what to do, and then I just sit in that until I step, and then I'd forget the next day, which was wrong. It's really difficult. It's really difficult. At first, I also didn't know how to go through it, how to go about it, and it's really, really difficult to explain also, but for me, that's what I did. And yeah. But one thing I'm really proud of is I never regretted anything that I did, any decisions that I did. Though there are stuff that I wish I could have done, but then I realized there was no way that I could have done that in that time to prevent all of this from happening, because I didn't have the resources or the knowledge then, or the experience even, to be able to know how to handle that situation better. But now I do. And moving forward, I'll know what to do. But I also realize that you can still hold your truth and their truth. And it doesn't have to be proving your friends wrong or ex-friends wrong. It doesn't have to be proving your ex-partner that they were wrong in deciding to end the relationship. No. Their truth and your truth can coexist. And you don't have to prove anyone but yourself. You don't have to prove anything to anyone but yourself. And you can hold your truth while also respecting theirs. So yeah. I hope I made sense in this video. I hope I'm posting this as like, again, a journal for myself to look back on when I when I get older, and I want to reminisce moments of my past that led to who I am today or who I will be in the future. But yeah, those are some of the realizations. On the next video, I think I'm gonna be talking about the 21 lessons I learned at 21. Yes, I'm 21. Getting old. But yeah, for now, I'll just post this. And I do hope that whoever this reaches will help them. Maybe you're feeling lost in yourself also. Maybe you're going through a breakup also. But this is a reminder that everything is going to work out. It may be hard right now, and there will be times you're going to be missing them. But it's okay. What matters is you have yourself. And don't ever give up on yourself. Don't abandon yourself. It's the least thing that you should do. Even when it's hard, choose yourself. Eat. Satiate yourself. Don't starve yourself. Don't force yourself, but also don't starve yourself. Don't let go of your health also. Yeah. And it gets better. It does. It really does. That's it for today. And this video is already 23 minutes long. 23. Oh. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day or the evening. And yeah, I wish you all well. It's awkward, but yeah. Bye. See you again on the next video.